What's up, Nitro Nation? Muggy Maniac is out, ready to do some rapping, get a little rip session going. Got the TEKNO NT 48.3. I just like saying all those numbers. 48.3/-20054. I don't even know what the 48.3 means. I know the NT means nitro truck, so if anybody knows what it means, fill me in. 48.3, I don't know, must have something to do with the geometry of the chassis. I don't know. Maybe it's like the length of it. Maybe the width, 3 inches, because this sucker here, she's very skinny. She's got like the fish body going. But anyway, welcome all Truggy Maniacs, Muggy Maniacs, which, you know, my Muggies, you know, enjoying the shelf life for right now. You know, because when you have things that are rare or things that they don't make anymore, discontinued, you know, I'm still yet to see, and I'm sure he has, or maybe he hasn't, Mr. Za ever run the Muggy. He's like I am, man, but except I run mine, but I'm just real touchy on running it because, you know, they don't make it anymore, so it's hard to take something out, and even though you guys have seen me, and I do, it's hard to just take something out and bash it, beat it up, and rip it around when they don't make the shit anymore. But I do have, for the most part, I have enough parts so I can build another one. And I am in the process of, I think I mentioned to you guys before, I've only got to find a couple things, but I am building the Mammoth XTM MT monster truck. And the only thing I don't have, well, the two things I don't have, which are probably going to be hard to find, are the original rims and tires that came on that monster truck and the body. Now, also welcome all, you know, newbies, middies, oldie but goodies. By the way, we're getting let's see what temperature at. We got the you can't see it yet till I take the head warmer off, but we got the old infamous nasty 133 PICO P3.28 modified by Mr. Rick. Shout out to Mr. Rick at RB Mods, my mechanic, my nitro mechanic brother. Haven't talked to him for a minute. I need to call him up sometime this week when I get time, and you know, hit him up on a few things, because he's going to mod an LRP .32, a Nova Rossi .28, another one for me, and he's going to mod that OS .21 that I have, the XTM Max or whatever. Good little motor. It's not the Speedline OS, but I ran it, broke it in, I ran it, you know, stock, and it's a strong little motor. It's pretty equal to my Reds. It's the only reason I'm modding it, because I think once it gets modded, it's going to be a nasty little .21. So anyway, but, you know, I mean, .21s do as much to me, for me anyway, and I'm just generally, you know, I'm speaking, you know, personal preference. A .21, and I've told a few guys this, one just recently, a .21 does as much to me as a stock motor does for Mr. Za, and you've heard him say that plenty of times. Stock motors don't get him excited, don't really do nothing for him. So that's how I feel about .21s. They don't really do a lot for me unless they're modified. Now, once they're modified, you know, they don't do a whole lot, not compared to the big motors, but, you know, they do the trick. And, you know, especially if you have buggies. A good modified .21 and a good, strong, solid buggy platform, that's what you need. You know, I mentioned to one guy, if I was running the OFNAs, I mean, you can put any kind of motor in them. I don't know a lot about OFNAs, but, I mean, I would just keep it original. You can get .21s with a sealed backplate for a .21 OFNA and a .28 OFNA Habayo. I've seen them, so you can't get them for them. But anyway, you know, when you get something that's a classic, like you know, I'm not going to mention the guy's name. He knows who he is, and you know. By the way, this video is coming late. This video I already should have uploaded. And I tried uploading it somehow, it wouldn't accept it. I couldn't upload it, so I had to erase it. So here we are starting over again. You know, not to say that it was a waste, but you know, the only thing that I have to say about the PICO, because I didn't really run, I only ran the PICO for a little bit, because the weather's been just really, I mean, look at it. I mean, I'm not to complain, because I know you guys back east are like, man, we'll take that weather any day, with considering the rain and the snow, whatever else shit you guys get. But it's been gloom, you know, June gloom. Maybe it's here early. It's been real gloomy like this, overcast. You know, the sun maybe comes out late in the afternoon for an hour or two and then disappears, but I don't even know if it'll come out today. So anyway, you know, we're going to wrap no matter what. Maybe it might take a little bit longer. That's why I'm really going to saturate this thing with heat, get the head warmer, getting this thing nice and warm. The tune on this thing is pretty much the same from the last time I ran it. The only thing that I changed is I removed the head shim, so I've dropped the motor down, so I should get a little bit more bottom end. We'll see. The pipe, I don't have the Navarossi 28 or 9886 or the 41032. I've got the PICO pipe, which I don't think I've ran on this PICO motor yet, with the 41001. So we'll see how that does. Don't know. I know what the Navarossi does, the 9886 and the 41032. But anyway, so a guy, you know, a guy has a classic vehicle. I won't even mention what kind it is. It's just, put it this way, they don't make it anymore. It's a classic vehicle. They're very rare. They're hard to get. Parts are harder than hell to get. Well, I mean, you guys will get the hint when I tell you that I know a lot about this vehicle, because it was my first vehicle and I still have it. Yes, I'm talking about the Muggy XTM. But anyway, those things, you don't run something that's rare that much. And definitely, I've seen, you know, plenty of people do this. Take them and, you know, change the bodies, and then, like, do you even have the original body, you know? And I mean, you want to keep it original as possible. Granted, XTM has a lot of aftermarket parts that you can upgrade, which is what I did with my Mammoth XTM Muggy. The body I didn't touch, because that body is so hard to find. Any of those bodies. And remember this, any older classic that they don't make anymore, the ones that are rare are the ones that are pre-painted. Okay? Because those are factory paint jobs, and they don't do them anymore. The XTM, those paint jobs were like a factory silk screen, some kind of screening paint. You can't even duplicate. I tried to duplicate it on my Mugen buggy. If you notice the pattern style, it looks like little paw prints kind of, or like a leopard patch. But it's hard, you know. I don't know how in the hell they did that. But so anyway, my point is, it's an original body. It's already pre-painted. Why anybody would paint over it is beyond me, and I've seen it happen. Plenty of people do it. You know, something like that, I would keep the body original, maybe get another body for it, which is what I should have already done for the XTM, but there isn't any other body that fits that thing. There's one, but it's a slash body, which is for Traxxas, but I mean, I guess I can get a Proline one that's made for Traxxas, because it's not technically a Traxxas, because I was like, I'm not putting no damn Traxxas body. I remember one of my brothers said, don't put a Traxxas body. I'm not going to do that, but you know, at the same time, if it's made by Proline, it's the slash bodies, they will fit on the XTMs perfectly. I mean, you have to cut them and alter them, but they fit. So I was thinking about that. But anyway, so let's fire this thing up, man. Enough of my talking. You guys have heard enough of my however many videos, the last few videos of my hour-long babbling. Well, we're up to about 150, so I guess we can fire her up, see what we're working with here. All right, people, hold tight. I'm going to set you guys over here right now, and we're going to see where she's at and get her where she needs to be. So something came loose, and it's called my tank. How the hell did my tank come loose? What the hell? Little technical difficulties here. Okay, let's fuel her up anyway first. I mean, it is like, it's not windy, but it's breezy. It's just, this reminds me, well, I don't never been there, but I'm thinking this is what London weather's like. For those of you know, Mr. Whiz Kid, 130 already. Dang, it already dropped. He lives in Germany, I believe. Sure, it's kind of similar to this weather. But anyway. Oh, snaps. The TEKNO wants to get a little busy. Idle sounds okay. Like, I'm not even messing with anything until I get it up to about 200. Oh, shit. A lot of landmines and potholes around here, man. From the gophers. This little area here has a lot of gopher holes everywhere. Sounds a little calm. Well, let's put the body on. Even get her warmed up. people. Let's get this bitch warmed up. All right. Where are we at? Well, let's check real quick. We're about 170. We're getting there. We'll get a nice... idle sounds okay to me. So I'm not really going to mess with anything. I'm just going to get it up to temperature, and my bottom end sounds pretty decent. I won't know until I peg it, but we'll find out. That was about 3/4 throttle. Sounds weird. That didn't sound good. Oh shit. Not full throttle yet, but picking up dirt like crazy. I can see the dirt flinging off it. Now we're about 200, so. I might just keep running her a little rich. Oh yeah, he's coming alive. Let's lean her out just a tad. Remember, when you start leaning, just do little increments. But I'm still looking for lots of white smoke. Well, that grass over there is like thick. Man, I got all kinds of weeds and shit in there. Look at all that. The TEKNO is part lawnmower. Well, that's almost full throttle. I'm getting up there. I just leaned her a little bit, not too much. that's where kind of, I think it's okay. You should be able to come. Now this is just my experience. Okay, you get the idle to drop down. Let it set for about maybe 10 seconds and then just punch it. I just floored it right there. That tells me my tune is pretty close. I don't think there's such thing as a perfect tune. What is a perfect tune? I don't know. I think it runs fine. Oh yeah. Give her some more juice. Yeah, this PICO in the 4101 is okay. I can tell the difference though. The 9886 with the 41032, man, you just, on any big modded motor, yeah, that's the pipe, man. Until I get that Triton pipe and an end bleed, the 9886 41032 on modded motors, that's the combo. Period, no questions. Mr. Zod, I mean, he did say it is, but you know, I like to run different pipes and try them, so it runs fine. I like it. It's got a lot of mid and top. It just doesn't have that bottom end torque that the 9886 is. A little bit harder to pull the front end up because I don't have as much bottom end that I did when I was running the 9886, but it runs good, so it runs okay. So I mean, I'm not complaining about the performance. I could just, you know, I'm just saying, I could tell the difference between the pipes, so. Pizza cutters. Pizza cutters, people! Oh shit! You want some pepperoni on those pizzas? Pico's nasty though, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna go 60 in the front and the rear, 120 in the middle. I still spin the tires on grass. I think this will be the first time that I ever run the Badlands on any concrete. Oh, look. See, the TEKNO didn't even want to touch the concrete. It's like, hey, we're not supposed to go on concrete, man. Let's see if we can get a little speed over here. Sounds healthy to me. I think I can go, I've got a 14. I've always ran 14s. I've got a 15. I think I need to go 15 on this thing. But I don't know. I like more. I'm just a low mid top guy. Low to mid range. Top's okay, but I just like my bottom. Try to get that bird. Oh yeah, she's definitely a temperature now. Right where you want her. 247. Oh shit! Hooking up like a tow truck. Alright, people. Well, she definitely is filthy. I don't really notice a lot from removing one head shim because the fact that I changed the pipe. So I think the only way I'm going to tell because by removing one head shim, technically you're supposed to get a little bit better bottom end, a little bit. The fuel mileage not as good, which my fuel mileage is doing pretty decent considering. Usually all these Italian .28s, man, they eat fuel. I mean, if you look at the temperature, I'm up to 276. It usually runs about 250, but also when you remove the head shim too, because you're dropping the piston down closer to the, I should say the plug closer to the piston. What happens is, because of you're getting more pressure, more compression, in return you're going to get, it's going to run hotter. So for it to run what I just showed you, 270, 280, that's okay. It just normally doesn't run that hot. But these motors, I mean, long as you're not over 300, you're okay. I ran the Reds before, the .21 modified Reds. I think when it was stock, I can't remember, or modified, but I ran that thing around 305, and it was just singing like crazy. So, you know, to a certain extent, don't worry about overheating your motor. Unless it's getting way over 300, then obviously that's too hot. But if you're around 250 to 260, 270, 280, you're not, you know, it's not a bad thing. Yeah, she runs fine. I didn't really lean it out too much. I might lean it out a little bit more, but I don't like to push the lean card, if you know what I'm saying. I like to keep it running a little bit rich. I'd rather be safe than sorry. To protect the motor. That's just my personal preference. I know there is tons of fucking grass and shit in here. I'm gonna clean this, shake all this shit out of here. Another thing, I was watching, I forgot who it was, but do you know when you don't clean your shit? I think it was I forgot who it was, but anyway, he weighed his vehicle fully dirty, right? Dirty as hell, okay? Then he cleaned it up, weighed it, man. Talk about the difference. I mean, we're talking about probably the difference of a tire and a rim weight. So when you don't clean your shit, and you let all that shit build up, you're adding more weight to your vehicle, man. You're going to get shitty run times. I mean, you're just, especially if you were racing. Oh my God. But, yeah, there's dirt and shit all in here. Woohoo! Oop. Now my camera's all filthy. Oh, my phone's all filthy. Oh, yeah. This baby is dirty. That's okay. She's going to get the Muggy Maniac spot treatment later today. Well, within the next few days. But anyway, people, PICO's strong. I can't tell, like I said, removing the head shim other than, I can tell the bottom end a little bit. But see, you know, with this pipe, it's a 41001 and a PICO 25, 50, 20 something, whatever it is, the PICO. It's not even the power. It doesn't even have the bottom end and torque as the Nova 9886. I need to get me another 9886 and another 41032, so I don't have to keep swapping it all over my vehicles. It's on the LRP right now, so because you know we're gonna run the next run. We're gonna run the Mammoth with the LRP, you know, that I cleaned up, .32, Spec 4. Got the Nova carb on it, all set up. Got the 9886 with the 41032, which I don't even know how that's going to work on that because it's not really full modded. I mean, I did a mild mod to it, so. But anyway, that's all I got, people. I will catch you guys after you guys get this video there's a lot more to talk about, a lot of stuff going on. You know, I got people coming on my channel that are like, yeah, let me show you, Muggy, that I'm a real nitro guy. And then you go to the guy's channel and he's fucking half E-word and half nitro. Get the fuck out of here. What do you mean you're a real nitro guy? You're a real nitro guy, you'd be running nothing but nitro. Okay? So don't, you know, and he knows who he is. He's already blocked out. He's already 8-balled or, you know, blackballed from my channel as far as, you know, making comments. I'm a real let me show you, I'm a real nitro guy, Muggy Maniac. And then I go on his channel, this guy's talking about E-word shit. Get the fuck out of here. Get a life, dude. A real nitro guy doesn't fucking touch E-word. So I guess he just has a misunderstanding of what that is, what a real nitro guy is, or what a, I don't even want to call it real nitro, but he doesn't understand somebody that's dedicated to nitro only. 100% pure nitro person. Okay? No fucking E-words. Okay? Not even a drone. So, and those are fine. I'm not saying they're, you know, that's a, you know, well, if you do electric and nitro, that you're a bad person. That's not my point. The point is, this guy had the audacity to say he's a real nitro guy, a real I'm a real nitro brother. Fuck off, you are. E-word. He's a hybrid, what I call him. I hate those guys. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Either get all the way in one or get all the way in the other. They want to do both things because of, you know, sometimes they're, you know, they're lazy and they don't want to do the nitro. If they're having an issue with it, they can just plug their E-word in and get their thing going. So anyway, that's all I got. I will catch you guys, like I said, in the next video. We got some other shit to talk about. Other guys, you know, problems that they've been addressing. We're going to get into talking about, you know, we talk about the RTRs and that you can get a good sick whip like this. This is a sick whip. You know, and I paid like 1/3 of what you'll pay for it brand new. And when I got it, it almost is brand new. Remember, used is brand new to me, but maybe used to other people. But it's new to me because I never had it. But anyway, we're going to talk about the same thing that I've been talking about but nitro motors. Because motors are a big thing when you're getting them used, man. There's a lot of things you got to look out for. Okay, so we'll get into that. But anyway, that's all I got, people. Peace!